time, we're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Swings it out to his running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Here's a heat. And the misconnection on third down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Clemson jumps to the line. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Might have a chance. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. The nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Finds his man. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the one. He just couldn't get it in. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass, come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to Johnson. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Pulls it in with one hand. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it way down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back.
Finding some room. Touchdown, Knowles! Great job by the back on the option. The Seminoles back in the lead.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point is good. So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Keeps it on the bootleg. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. A lot of layers there. Memorial Stadium. It's the BYU Cougars and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Sweeney. Because both teams are fighting for their status in the college football playoff rankings. Both in the top 50, but they need these crucial strength of schedule wins to impress the committee. When the Big 12 takes on the ACC, there is a lot on the line because these two teams will look at this outcome of this game in the postseason and how it will affect their seeding later on. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Makes the catch. It's Casper. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Martin. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quick release on the RPO. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down from the 38.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the catch. It's Lyons. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. BYU right back to the line. Snagged on the outside. It's Lyons.
It just took the quarterback a little too long to find his tight end that time. He's out there by the sideline, wide open. If the quarterback can just get it to him a hair sooner, he's going to have a chance to advance that thing forward, and they're going to get more yards. So the quarterback just has to be able to make his decision a little bit quicker moving forward.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. BYU has this offense clicking. The give on the counter. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Cougars will use their first time out here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
I love the play call defensively. 3rd down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz. You get home, you hit the QB, and force the incompletion.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in. Citizens Memorial Stadium. It's the Florida Gators and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gators ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tight end now in motion. The handoff to Johnson. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Handoff for Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. could not make his way to the corner. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they could pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And how about this defense, man? A lot of times on fourth and long, you see conservative calls where they back up in heavy zones. Man, they bring pressure, catch them off guard a little bit, speed up the thought process, do a nice job of mixing it up, and because of that, they force the fourth down, incompletion, and they get the football back.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Clemson is quick to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Soft spot in the middle. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. Maybe some room here. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Here's a give the ball. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Finds a little space. Makes it past the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Run in the red zone. It's Ball. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gators!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Runs through a tackle.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the RPO, complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shank. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. That
Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that...
Makes a grab and room to run. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And how about he dropped back to pass twice on this drive so far? He's thrown 2 completions and chewed up over half the field. This offense, this QB, dialed in, understanding what he's seeing, and he is putting his foot down and being aggressive, taking shots down the field, and now this offense in great scoring position.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with ball. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Stop! Nothing! Denied! Right in his tracks. Touchdown, Gators! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A spectacular one-hand grab. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Johnson. Snags it and he's open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying the run, it's Davidson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jayden Ball. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Grab behind the line, it's Ball. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. The run inside. It's Ball.
Well, they're just trying to run.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to Johnson, finding open areas. There he goes! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make